Hey Francine, I'm really sorry. I hate to go on a business trip so soon after the wedding. The first day finally ended. Man, that was a long one.
Hey, honey, it's okay. I admire how hard you work. Work is work. It can't be helped, right? I'll be going to South Korea on business with work myself soon, so it's not like I can say anything.
Sorry to leave you all alone with my mom all of a sudden like this. It's not awkward, is it? Is she doing anything weird?
Why are you apologizing, LOL? Everything's fine, really. Your mom's really kind.
It is? Okay, I'm happy to hear it. What did you do today?
Well, I had to meet someone for work. Then your mom asked me to make a dog kennel. So I went and bought a load of wood planks and building materials at Home Center.
What, a dog kennel? Is my mom planning on getting a dog?
To be honest, I don't really know. I did ask her if she was gonna buy a dog, but she just told me it's a secret and got all evasive. Your mom can be surprisingly playful sometimes, LOL.
That's weird. Did my mom like dogs? I don't remember ever seeing her with one. But I do remember one time when I was a kid, I brought a little stray puppy home and she absolutely flipped out at me. She wouldn't let me keep it.
Maybe she's a little lonely now, what with your dad not being around and all.
I wonder, could it be that? I am pleased though, I've always wanted a dog.
I'm pleased too. It's nice to be able to help your mom out with things. DIY always was my forte. Just you wait, I'm gonna make the best dog kennel there ever was.
I can't wait to see it. Good luck. I have one more thing to look forward to when I get back now.
Don't worry, if she gets the dog before you get home from your trip, I'll send you tons of photos.
Please do. I'm really curious to see what kind of dog she gets. I'm heading for lunch with some coworkers now, so catch you later.
Okay, honey. I'm gonna jump in the tub, then get ready for bed. Nighty night. Linus, are you working right now? Please, will you reply when you get this? And please, I really need you to come home ASAP.
Francine, I'm really sorry. I just saw your messages. I was in a 3-hour business meeting. What happened? Are you okay?
Linus, your mom locked me out of the house.
Huh? My mom did that? She locked you out of the house? But why?
I have no idea why, but I suddenly started feeling sleepy while I was having a coffee with her. I don't remember anything else until... When I came around, I was outside. She came by with a gang of the neighbors to laugh at me just now. She said she has to instill some discipline in me because I'm a useless wife.
Discipline? What does that even mean? Where are you right now?
I'm in a kennel on a leash.
What the fuck? Sorry, but I'm not sure I understand. You're in a... what? Is my phone bugging out?
I don't understand either, Linus. I don't understand at all. If I talk on the phone, your mom might hear and come back out.
Do you mean you're on a leash? Like it's around your neck? Inside a dog kennel?
Yes. Well, to be specific, I'm just outside the kennel. Why is this happening? I'm so confused. If I had to guess based on how things went down, I'd say she most likely carried me out here and attached it while I was asleep. Luckily, I had my phone in my pocket so I could still contact you. But wait, that's not even the worst bit. She brought me out a bowl of dog food for supper after her and the neighbors got done laughing at me. This whole situation is so disgusting. I wouldn't mind so much if people couldn't see me, but this is just too much.
You wouldn't mind? No, this is unacceptable! You're in a kennel on a leash, Francine!
Does your mom think I'm a dog?
Why the hell would she think that? Just to make sure, when you say you're in a kennel on a leash, does that mean you're stuck and you can't escape?
Yeah, she locked the leash to the kennel with a padlock. But don't worry, I messaged one of my friends and they're gonna sneak into the yard real soon. The bit around my neck is made of leather, so she's bringing some scissors to cut it off with.
I see. Sorry, babe, I'm really panicking here. I'm coming home as quickly as I can.
I'm so sorry to mess up your business trip, Linus. Thank you.
I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I really mean it, Francine. This would never have happened if I didn't suggest you live with my mom while I was away. I'll do anything. Please forgive me.
I mean, I only have myself to blame. You made it very clear your mom subjected your past girlfriends to all kinds of crazy harassment. You told me that, and I ignored your warnings. If I just accepted what you told me, this would have never happened. So it's me who should be apologizing. I stubbornly agreed to live with her in spite of knowing her past. Felt super bad for her after losing your dad. I just thought it would be nice for her to have some company.
It's okay, babe. Just leave the rest to me now, okay? If my mom comes back outside before your friend gets there to rescue you, just play dumb.
Got it. I never would have imagined something like this would have happened in a million years. In a certain sense, it's a valuable experience.
All I can do is apologize. I'm so sorry for all this.
Hang on, I should take a selfie. I probably won't get another chance like this.
Huh? Well, I mean, I guess that's true.
Done it. I'll show you when you get back. Be careful. Fly safe.
Linus, this is bad! Francine disappeared! Linus, are you there? I can see you read my messages. Reply!
What?
Not what? Is that any way to talk to your mother? Francine's gone! When I woke up this morning, she was nowhere to be found.
Mom, what the hell did you do?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. If I had to guess what you were talking about, maybe I did play a little joke on her that could be interpreted as having been a tiny bit mean.
A tiny bit mean?
Hear me out. Have you noticed how that girl's always smiling to herself absent-mindedly? Or how she sits like a sloth watching TV when there's very clearly housework to be done? Well, that's just not good enough for the wife of any son of mine. Which is why I decided to instill some discipline into her. You should have seen her! She was really quite the sight! Me and the neighbors were in stitches! My stomach still hurts. I wanted to show you too, Linus. It's a shame you were away on business. Oh, you heard, did you? Well, that's just great. Wait, what? How the devil was she able to get in touch with you?
She has a phone, you know. All she had to do was message me. More importantly, I need you to tell me why the hell you would do something like that. Do you know how upset she is? Seriously, Mom, stop screwing around. This is no joke.
Like I told you, that girl needs to learn some discipline.
Why do you constantly interfere in my life like this, Mom? All the way back to when I was a kid, to my very first girlfriend. Remember the time you gave her a box of bugs for her birthday? Do ya? Because I do. Then there was the time when my girlfriend from college came over and you did nothing but mock her relentlessly because she grew up without a dad. In spite of all that, Francine was still kind enough to give living with you a shot because she wanted to keep you company. She was being kind to you, and this is how you repay her? And you know what? She did that in spite of my warnings. I told her living with you was a bad idea, and she ignored me because she didn't want you to be lonely. You trample on the good of others without even a hint of shame or remorse. Why are you like this?
Linus! I see Francine's got you wrapped around her little finger. She's poisoned you and turned you against me, has she?
Poison? She's done nothing of the sort. In fact, she probably has more patience for you than I do. Or at least she did. The only one who's poisoned here is you!
I had no choice! That girl is so slovenly that someone just had to teach her some manners. It was for her own good. First of all, what the hell is this job she does? Stylist? Pfft, I've never heard something so ridiculous. Can you think of anything more useless? A job for degenerates and delinquents if I've ever heard one. A woman's place is in the house. What good is she as a wife if she doesn't devote herself entirely to you and the housework?
I already told you she's in the process of quitting at the salon so she can spend more time at home. Do you ever listen to me?
And that's not the only thing. There's a good, legitimate reason for me deciding to discipline her.
What's that? Do tell me, this should be good.
Believe me, Linus, I know something that's going to shock you. A sordid secret of the most outrageous kind.
Francine has a secret?
I really didn't want to have to tell you this, but your wife is cheating on you.
Like hell she is. Francine's the last person in the world who would do something like that.
It's the God's honest truth. I've spoken to all of the neighbors at length about this, and we're all in agreement. There's no doubt about it. She's two-timing you, son. How are we so sure, you ask? Well, sometimes when you're out at work, she leaves the house for long periods of time with all these bags. On top of that, there's this guy who pulls up down the street, she gets in, and they drive off together. Plain as day for all to see. Then later on, he drops her off again. All of the neighbors have seen them. Brenda, Mavis, Dorothy. They all know. Everyone knows what your wife's up to except you, Linus.
So what? What does any of this prove?
I was so perplexed about what might be in the bag she's taking with her that I snuck in a look while she went to the bathroom one time. Because my instincts are as sharp as they come, and I just knew there'd be some kind of proof in there. And lo and behold, when I did, they were full of PVC leather clothes. There were more belts than I could even count. In short, they were full of things that normal, right-minded people would have absolutely no use for, and really probably be disgusted by. I was so shocked, I almost fainted to think I'd been living under the same roof as a woman with such tastes. She puts on those clothes and uses those awful tools on her lover while you're away at work. I'm sure of it.
I see.
I'm just trying to save you from her wicked clutches, Linus. Can't you see? Everything I do is for you, son. Always. Which is why I'm certain the reason she disappeared today while you were away on business is so she and her pervert lover could run away and be together for good.
Because this guy you're so convinced is her pervert lover is the idol you're obsessed with.
I'm sorry? Excuse me?
The guy you and all the other old women from the neighborhood have been completely obsessed with lately. The guy she goes out with is Jay Woo, the K-pop idol. You know, the one who makes cameos in all your favorite dramas. Francine used to be a stylist.
What? What? Francine was Jay Woo's stylist?
That's right. He's been touring the US for a while now, right? Well, he hired Francine when he first came over because of her extensive experience in the industry, and she managed him for years. Even despite her having mostly retired now to be a stay-at-home housewife, he still offers her work every now and then, and the pay is so good she'd be stupid to say no.
Are you saying your wife is meeting up with the Jay Woo?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, because it's her job.
Can I meet him too?
I knew that was coming. This is exactly why we didn't tell you. Because it's you, I knew that not only would you pester her to meet him, but you'd also go bragging about it to the neighbors. And bugging Francine about meets, pictures, autographs. I knew we'd never hear the end of it. So I decided it was best we didn't tell you. The clothing and belts you found while you were snooping through my wife's things were costumes for the music video to his latest song, You're the Apple to My Pie.
Oh my god, what? His latest song? This can't be! You're lying! You're lying! You're lying! You're lying! Jay Woo's gonna wear that?
Which is why Francine is doing nothing wrong and has absolutely nothing to feel guilty about. This is her job, and I respect her for how hard she works. So I suggest you drop this absurd, hurtful misunderstanding and correct the neighbors about the lies you've told them while you're at it.
Fine, leave it to me. But still, you can't blame me for asking. If Francine and Jay Woo are so close, then wouldn't it be unreasonable to think she could pull some strings and arrange for me to get a ticket to his next concert, right?
I'm sure she could, if she wanted to. He goes out of his way to hire her despite the fact she's a full-time housewife now after all. It's pretty clear how much he trusts her.
I think I owe Francine an apology.
Yes, clearly you do. But now that I think about it, I doubt you'll ever get the chance. She has no intention of going back to your house after this.
Excuse me?
What do you mean, excuse me? Can you actually say you're surprised? Who in their right mind would want to go back to a house where all the neighbors saw them kenneled up like a dog and think they're cheating on their husband? Let's say, just for argument's sake, that she did want to go back. It still wouldn't be happening, because I won't allow it. You'll never see her again.
Come on, Linus! This all came about through some silly misunderstanding. Can't we just let bygones be bygones?
You think you get a get-out-of-jail-free card because you made a misunderstanding? You think you get to do whatever the hell you want because you made a misunderstanding? You have so little concept of right and wrong that you're actually dangerous. I'm ashamed to say I'm your son.
Come on, Linus, don't be so stubborn! I'm sorry for everything I did, really, I am. I'll do anything. Would you have me on my knees begging for forgiveness? Please, just bring Francine along and let's all live together happily again. I'll devote myself to mending fences with her. I'll make up for everything. A few months from now, we'll all have forgotten about this, and me and her will be best friends.
You think my wife would be best friends with someone who leashed her up in a kennel and fed her dog food? You're only saying this because you want to use her to get to Jae-woo. I can read you like a book. You're so transparent, it's actually creepy. Oh yeah, I'm selling the house too.
What on earth are you thinking?
I'm pretty sure I should be the one asking you that.
This is too sudden. It's not fair of you to spring this on me now.
I decided yesterday, so I guess you could say it is pretty sudden.
Please, wait! Think this through! I'll have nowhere to live if you sell the house. Would you have me out on the streets? Your own mother?
What are you talking about? Don't you have a new house?
Huh?
Don't worry, I'm not taking that. It's all yours, the kennel.
My mother-in-law immediately sent me a groveling apology message. If I'd have known it would come to this, I might have told her about the situation with Jae-woo from an earlier stage to avoid the hassle. But I know that if I did, the pestering for meets, autographs, pictures, and concert invites would have been endless. Just as we expected, after all this went down, she immediately went around the neighborhood bragging that her daughter-in-law was Jae-woo's stylist. However, all the old women from the neighborhood she'd been gossiping to apologized to me with their heads hung in shame, which made me think they possessed a little more decency than my mother-in-law. But I quickly realized I was wrong when they immediately started begging me for tickets to Jae-woo's concerts the moment they thought they were forgiven. I was deeply disappointed when I was forced to accept that they were all, my mother-in-law included, beyond saving. That said, I did make it clear that my mother-in-law had been lying to them all about me. I heard that she got treated like a pariah ever since, and now she's all alone with no one to badmouth others or gossip with. How tragic. After that, I hired a moving company to take all my belongings from the house. Linus was there to watch over things and make sure his mom didn't make any desperate last-ditch attempts at revenge. But far from it. Actually, all she did was curl up in the fetal position in the corner, crying her eyes out. Naturally, we told the moving company to see to it that all her belongings were left in front of the dog kennel in the yard. In the end, our attempt at living together ended in failure. But even so, I'm super happy we were able to give her the kennel as one final goodbye present. By the way, I still have the selfie I took of myself in the leash on my phone. The whole story was so ridiculous it even makes me laugh now, years on. Now that it's all behind us, in a weird way, I'm actually pleased it happened. It's a great memory in all sorts of ways.
Lucy, are you there?
Yes, good morning, Jane.
What are you up to?
I'm stepping out in an hour to see the cake vendor. I also have a meeting with the wedding planner later this evening.
You seem pretty busy.
Well, just a bit, but I can't be too busy that I won't have time for you. What's up?
Nothing much. The wedding day is almost here. Just checking in to know how you feel. Nervous? Excited?
I am over the moon. I love your son so much, and he treats me like a queen. I believe such a miracle happens only once in a lifetime. I am actually having the time of my life.
Of course, I can see that. It feels like you won a lottery, yeah? That's how people feel when they don't work hard to get something.
Lottery? That sounds a bit sarcastic. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
What if you are not?
You seem cranky. Is there a problem?
Should there be a problem?
Something just feels off. Did I do something wrong? Or was it something I said?
Is this some sort of interrogation?
It's not, Jane. I just want to know what is going on, that's all.
Your senseless questions are getting on my nerves. That's what is going on.
OMG, where is all this coming from?
Another question? Yeah, I knew it. You are just as stubborn as I thought.
I didn't mean to upset you. My apologies. Jane? Babe? Babe, talk to me.
Hey, sweetie, sorry for the delay. I didn't have my phone. What's up? Did something come up with wedding arrangements?
Nothing is wrong on that end, but there is actually a bigger problem, and it's your mom.
My mom? What did she do this time around?
She was acting really weird and cranky this morning. It seemed like she was mad at me, but she won't say why. I'm so worried. Gosh, I haven't been myself all day. Has she been acting a little differently at home?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you this earlier, but she's actually been out of character lately. When I returned from work today, she was looking sour.
Come on, Alex. Your mother is always sour.
No, babe, it's different this time. I've actually never seen that scary look on her face. She went out to dinner and came back looking even worse. Then she locked herself in a room ever since, and she won't let me in.
Geez, that's serious. Do you think this is about the wedding? Maybe she is having cold feet?
What? No, Lucy, you know my mom adores you.
Adores me? That's not true, and you know it. She has always considered me unworthy of you, and she seizes every opportunity to tell me that.
Come on, don't be so harsh on her. Besides, I don't think the reason for her behavior has anything to do with you. Just relax.
Are you sure?
Of course, you're a sweet soul, and she'll get to love you just as much as I do. Just give her a little time.
I can do that. After all, I have endured so much from her just so we can be together. We have come a long way, and I can't afford to lose you.
Lose me? That's never gonna happen.
Lucy, we need to talk.
Hi, Jane. I've been trying to reach you all week. I hope that I haven't been disturbing you with my calls.
Whatever. I owe you no explanation.
It's so obvious that you're bottling up a lot of stuff, and I think it has to do with me. You're mad at me, aren't you? Why won't you just tell me what I did to upset you?
You lied to me and my son.
I did? When was that?
You never said you had a record.
A record? What are you talking about, Jane?
Don't play dumb with me. I'm talking about your criminal record. Why didn't you say you were once in juvie? You spent days in jail because you were caught shoplifting and driving under the influence.
OMG, that was a long time ago, during my teenage years. We thought we were just having fun. It was all pranks back then, but now I know better. I don't live that life anymore.
Once a criminal, always a criminal, Lucy. How could you keep that part of your life a secret from us?
Us? I didn't keep it a secret. Alex knows about my past. I told him everything about me.
He knew who you were and still went on a date with you? You are such a liar.
I made some stupid decisions as a kid, and I paid the price, but all that is in my past now.
Okay. Can you also explain the part where you slept with different guys when you were only 16?
That's not true. I need you to trust me. Someone is trying to tarnish my image.
Why would anyone want to do that? Maybe they have a good reason to? Anyway, what matters is that I will not be foolish enough to take a criminal and an easy girl as a daughter-in-law. You're done with Alex, okay?
What do you mean?
You are not getting married to him.
What? You can't be serious.
Watch and see.
Jane, can I come over so we can talk better in person?
No mother will allow her son to marry a criminal. This conversation is over.
Jane, please don't do this. Jane! Please talk to me. You have been ignoring my calls. Jane?
OMG, you are such a menace. I thought I made it pretty clear we want nothing more to do with you.
What did you tell Alex? His number has not been going through, and I've been calling him since yesterday. Is he okay? I'm so worried.
You don't need to be. He blocked you.
What? That's not true. Alex would never do that. Our wedding is tomorrow. He has no reason to block me.
Girl, wake up from your dreams. I asked him to choose between the two of us, and he chose me.
I don't believe you. I trust Alex. Please stop ruining what we have. Alex deserves to be happily married.
What are you talking about? Alex is still getting married.
OMG, you scared me. I need to go now, so I can resume the rest of the wedding arrangements.
You are such a Dumbo. I didn't say he's getting married to you. Tomorrow is still his wedding day, but someone else will be his bride.
What? Someone else? How on earth did you find someone to replace me so quickly?
I found a good girl, one that doesn't lie, and one that can take good care of my son. She will be an upgrade from the criminal that you are.
And what does Alex have to say about this?
Nothing so far. I plan to surprise him.
Surprise? Are you saying he doesn't know that there will be another bride tomorrow?
Of course he doesn't. She'll be wearing a veil, and he won't know you're not the one under it until he flips it. And what a beautiful shock that will be.
OMG, you are going to really hurt your son. Do you even care about him?
I am saving him from you. The new bride will be a wonderful girl. I am sure he will get over you very quickly.
Get over me? I thought you said he blocked me and chose you over me.
Well, not exactly. I deleted your number from his phone, then saved a fake number with your name. So when he tries to call you, it won't go through. The same way you can't reach him. I also told him that you didn't want to communicate until the wedding day, so that you guys miss each other a lot, and the event is more exciting.
Jeez, how can you go to such lengths? You are causing us so much pain.
Just shut your mouth. What do you know about pain?
Who is the new bride?
You probably know her. Her name is Dina.
Dina Myers? Are you for real?
Does it look like I am kidding?
Seriously, you are choosing her over me. I bet she was the one who told you about my time in juvie. You accuse me of being a criminal, but Dina is even worse.
She's nothing like you. Besides, she didn't actually steal like you. She was framed.
Is that what she told you? I know Dina. She has always been jealous of me and has always wanted what I have. But I'm not letting her take Alex from me. She is just using you.
No one is using me. The wedding will happen tomorrow and you are not invited. I would prefer it if you don't contact me again.
This is not the end, Jane. I promise. Dina, what did I ever do to you?
What are you doing in my DM, Lucy?
You and I know you don't love Alex. So why are you doing this? Why are you spreading lies about me?
Because I hate you. Simple as that. I hate you even more than I did while we were in juvie. You are always acting saintly, as if you were cut from a different cloth, but you are just as bad as the rest of us.
I never claimed I was any better.
But you act like it. Sadly, many people don't see you for what you truly are. You are cunning and you are a pretender. That little trick of yours is exactly how you got the inmates and prison wardens to like you despite being a shoplifter.
It's not my fault that people like me. Besides, the shoplifting was all your idea. I only followed you because you begged me to. I was actually stupid enough to think we were just having fun. You promised me that you would return the items, but you never did. Next thing I knew, the police was at my doorstep, because the CCTV had caught our faces. And what's the gist about me doing stuff with different men at the age of 16? That's what you did, not me.
Whatever. I will not stop until I take Alex from you. Do you even know how easy it was to turn Jane against you?
That is no feat. She didn't like me from the get-go.
There you go again, downplaying my efforts. You would never admit that I won something.
Won? Has this always been a competition? Whatever this is about, I won't let you ruin my relationship. Mark my words.
The wedding is tomorrow. There's nothing you can do about it.
We'll see.
I have to go now. There's a beautiful dress my mother-in-law wants to show me.
Enjoy the moment while it lasts.
Lucy? Come on, Lucy. I know you're reading this. Answer me.
What is it? You're blowing up my phone.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to.
Oh, did you mean to try to steal my husband, though? Unfortunately, that didn't work out so well for you. Or did it?
What you did took some guts. I didn't know you had it in you.
Guts? It didn't take guts to crash my own wedding. I did what had to be done. It was so beautiful seeing the shock on your face when I walked into the venue wearing my beautiful flowing gown.
Fine, I admit it. You won. It's obvious you guys love each other. And the way Alex pushed me to the ground was really epic.
Oh, just shut up. That is not why you're here. What do you want?
Can you drop the charges against me? Please? How can you sue me for $5,000? Where can I get that?
Get it from whoever or whatever gave you the guts to try to ruin my wedding and lie about me.
I wasn't thinking clearly, okay? I'm sorry.
It's too late for that.
So you can't forgive me?
Forgive you? You tried to humiliate me on my wedding day. You told terrible lies against me and caused me lots of pain. You need to pay for emotional damages.
Come on, Lucy. I made a mistake and I'm sorry. Lucy?
Lucy, dear, how are you doing? How long are you planning to stay mad at me?
Forever, Jane.
Haven't I been punished enough? Alex refuses to talk to me, and you are ignoring my texts and calls.
We want nothing more to do with you.
Come on. You can't say that. I made a mistake, okay? Can we move past that?
How can we move past the fact that you tried to swap me out of my own wedding? You deceived me and your son. Alex is very disappointed in you. How could you do that to your son, all because of your selfish interests? We also know that you won't stop trying to separate us, so it's best we part ways.
I won't ever do that again.
Well, we gave you enough time to change your ways. Ever since I met you, you've never approved of me or whatever I did. I was never good enough. I was either working too much or not working hard enough. I tried so hard to please you, but not anymore. I'm done having you decide how I live my life.
Lucy, don't take my son away from me. I can't live without him. I will be so miserable.
You should have thought about that before you went ahead to break his trust. Besides, I don't make decisions for him. He also decided he wants nothing to do with you anymore. I'm done with this conversation.
Can I at least speak to my son? Just tell him I would like to hear his voice. Lucy, don't do this to me, please. Lucy.
Alex and I moved to a different city and we made every moment count. It felt really good to be away from Jane and her toxicity. As for Dina, the court judged in my favor and she paid for damages. Later on, Jane paid some girl to start flirting with Alex on Facebook, but he didn't fall for her tricks and she eventually confessed. A year later, Alex and I welcomed our sons and we are living our best lives.